Hello everybody and welcome back to the Druniverse channel. Today we're going to do the second part of our eventing series because we have an event going on right now, and that is Collect. So what is Collect? Let's take a look. You can see my little avatar is enjoying a beer right now, but come on, it's time to put him to work. So let's see. If we read what Highrise says, how to play, we have tap, collect supplies, deliver them to requesters, and it really is that simple. This is one of the most hated events because a lot of it is pretty random and by chance. So let's take a look at it, and I'm going to hopefully give you some tips and tricks on how to make this event easier without breaking the gold bank, and hopefully get you into those millions and millions of points. So let's go into it. So let's check it out. So we know there's an event, and if we want to go there, we just click on that little icon, the event icon, and we hit go to room. So this is what the eventing room looks like, and you'll see all these people with little bubbles above their head. Really all we're doing for this event is clicking on the bubbles and collecting little items, right? So we just click, collect until all of our energy is out. And similar to the fashion event, we can use batteries to recharge our energy. So in this case, I'm going to use this little small battery, and now you can see I have 7 more energy. So we're just going to collect. And that's really the event. Once we've collected all of our energy, we can now come over to these people, and they are requesting for certain items. So this one wants one of the rain clouds, and the other one wants one umbrella. So we can give those to them, and when we click on them, this is what pops up, our little menu. We can use our rain cloud, or we have these other 2 items here to the left, right? So it says guaranteed success. If we use the gray box, it's a guaranteed success, and we don't have to give any items. And if we use the one to the right of that, or to the left of that, sorry, the rainbow box in this case, that is a guaranteed success plus 2 times the tickets. So let's talk a little bit about that. You can see that we have, if we turn something in here, we're going to get 187 tickets. So if we use that rainbow box, we can get 2 times the tickets and not spend a rain, but we don't want to do that. So that's the general gist of the event. I'm going to go through and let's play a little bit, and we'll talk about some tips and tricks as we go. So the first thing you want to do, how I always start, I don't turn in any items until at least the halfway point in the event. So I'm logging in every day, every hour, because these refresh. Every hour you get 15 energy. So I'll log in and I'll just collect as much as I can every hour, but I won't turn it in. I'm waiting until the second grab comes out, because this is the next part of this, is we have some grabs. So this was the first grab that came out, and if we spin it, you can see we'll actually boost our ticket rate. So if I were to spin this and win this item, I will get 1.9 times the ticket number. So that is very helpful. So why do I wait? Why do I collect? Well, me personally, if I'm going to spin the grab, I'll want to wait until the second grab comes out, just to make sure there's, the items, I get the items that I want, right? Because I'm not a big spinner. I won't spin these very often, but during a collect event, I will, just for the boost. Now, there are some people that will come in here, and if you want to hit the top, you're going to need to finish this grab and the other grab. So, right, if you get this legendary, it's times 15, and if you get the other legendary, it's times 15 as well. So that's a 30 times boost, which is insane when you're doing collect. So to top the charts in collect, you gotta spin all the grabs. But if you're someone like me who is broke, if you cannot see, I have 45 gold. I don't spin it very often. I will only spin if I have the gold tokens and just to give me a little boost. But I will wait to see if I get gold tokens throughout the event, because I don't want to give up any tickets, right? I want to make sure I'm getting the biggest boost possible before I start turning in. So this time I actually don't have any boosts, which is kind of sad. If I go to my event thing and I go to my boosts, you can see, oh, I did. I spun it one time and I got this wonderful pair of socks for 1.5 times the tickets. So we get a little bit of help. Not a lot, but a little bit. And let's play a little bit. So let's go. So tip 1, I wait 2-3 days. I think the event is 5 or 6 days. I'll wait until that second grab comes out before I turn anything in. My next tip, I only turn in to this person here. And the reason I do that is because they are closer to the mystery turn in. And we'll see that in a second. So here we go. Let's turn in one rain cloud. I turn it in, I get some points. I got a cloud box. That was one thing I didn't touch on yet. The rewards section, right? There's a lot of rewards for collect. That's why we event. So, we can get a lot of clothing options, all kinds of stuff, right? Lucky bubbles, everything in your wildest dreams. So one grab token here, grab token. And that's one of the reasons why we want to collect. Also, I forgot to mention, you're going to want to be in a crew because you can get some crew rewards from this as well, right? So if we go to scroll down here, if my crew can do a little bit better here, we'll get these 2 items, this tornado hair, which is kind of cool actually, and these eyes. So if you're in a good crew, you'll get good rewards. And then of course you have the individual section, and this is based on how well you're doing. And as you can see, I'm not doing so hot. I'm in 88,000th place. So let's try to get that up a little bit today. So there we go. So I turned it in, and you can see what happened when I turned in is I got this party time 30% boost. So every 8 hours, you can activate party time just by turning in one item, and that will give you a 30% boost to tickets that you're earning. So that's my next tip. Only turn in when you have the party time boost. And that's a big one. And I'll recap all my tips at the end, but let's just keep going a little bit. So let's turn in these umbrellas, and we keep going. Oh, we get some nice stuff, a nice face thing, and a battery, a rainbow box. And we can go kind of quick. One thing to note is, what they want is increasing the more hearts you're going up, right? So right now we have 373 tickets for this, but they want 7 rainbows. So it's cost a little bit more, but we're getting more of a reward. So 422 for 9 suns. And I'm just going to keep going quicker here because I know I've got everything that I need. And there we go, some pants. And one thing I want to note is you see what else we're collecting here are these lucky tokens. So I'm getting 2 lucky tokens. So what do we do with those lucky tokens? And as you're hitting the higher tiers of the hearts, that's when you're getting the lucky tokens. So cloudy suns. And you can see I've collected a lot, but I only have 231 cloudy suns. There are some things that are going to be much harder to find. So we want to be careful about our turn-ins, and we want to be careful when we use our boxes, because we only want to use these guaranteed success boxes when it's going to benefit us the most, right? So this might be a good time to use it, because I don't want to give all those cloudy suns up. This time I'm going to use it. I'm going to just turn in the cloudy suns, but sometimes you might want to consider not doing that. So there we go. So we got 10 lucky tokens from that and another 5 down below. So we've gotten all these lucky tokens. What do we do? Well, if we go to our event tab again, you can see in the top right corner, I have 23 lucky tokens. And I went a little too far. I shouldn't have done that, because we want to be coming here every time we have 10 tokens and turning this in to a boost. So these 20 tokens here will turn into a 3.5 times boost. And there we go. So now you can see my total boost just went up. Now I'm at 6. And what we want to do during the event is get that boost as high as we possibly can. So let's keep going. We're going to turn in some more suns, some lightning. We got a box. And I'm going a little quick here, because early on when you have all these items, you can go pretty quick. Let's keep going. We got a nice skirt, some more lucky tokens. So you see, I just got 10 lucky tokens. We should go turn that boost in. So here we go. Now we have, so I had 20 again. That was my mistake. And now we get a 2.5 times boost. So I'm going to use that. And now we're 7, and we have an 8.5 total boost. So that will help us get more tokens as we go here. So now we're at 20 tickets. And remember, we were getting only 170 at the start of this event for the first heart. Well, now we're getting 800. So you can see that that boost really adds up as we go. I'm just going to keep clicking. And that's what I wanted to see. So did you see Banana? I can't remember his name. Banana Jim or something. He popped up, and he's going to offer us something special. Now, one thing to note is his little timer. So once he spawns, you have 30 minutes to turn it in. If you don't do it, he disappears. So in this case, he's going to give me 13,000 tickets for 15 suns, which is a pretty good deal on my part, right? So I'm going to turn in my 15 suns, and I got a bunch of stuff, and then he disappears, right? So he will show up about every 15 to 20 turn-ins you do. So you want to keep an eye out. And that was what my tip was about earlier, is that's why I only stick to this person, because it doesn't matter who you're turning into. Every 15 to 20, it's kind of random, he shows up. So we just want to keep going and try to get to him again. And you want to make sure you're checking him every time. There are points sometimes where it might not be worth turning into him, and that's only when you have a massive boost. If you spend a ton of gold and spin the grabs and finish the grabs completely, he might not give you the best bang for your buck. You might just want to keep doing this. But in our case, because we barely spent any gold this time, he can be pretty helpful to us. So we're going to keep going. We're getting tattoos, and boom, there he is again, right? And one thing I haven't been doing, or haven't been very good about, is we have to check our boosts. So I've been wasting a lot of tickets because I didn't come and spend my boost money. So you can see on the right here, if I add 10 tokens, I get a 1%, 1 times boost. So I'll do that, and now it's at a 9 times boost. So I can do a 9 times again. Now it's at an 8 times. So the further we get along here, the less boost those 10 tokens will get us. And there's a certain point that we need to figure out, when is it less valuable to us to turn those in? So here we go. He's asking for some cloudy suns, and we'll talk about that in a second. I'm just going to use gray boxes for this one, because I don't really want to give him a quarter of my suns here. So I'm going to use my boxes that time and go back to it. Let's event some more boxes. Though those are pretty rare, so you want to be careful about when you're using them. But in that case, I think it was the smart move. I'm saying it's rare, but we'll keep getting a lot. But as you get higher, you'll get a lot less. This might be a good time. I'm going to just check to see my tokens. See, now I have 15 tokens. I want to use this. So there's my 7. And we go back. And we event some more. And we just want to keep turning these in. And you want to do this all in one shot, really. Because we want to use these up while I have my party time bonus of 30%. So we keep going. And going and going. And sorry if this is a little boring. And then there's our banana guy again. So he's only offering 13,000, but then we got 10 lucky tokens because we hit a certain point, which is nice. Let's check it out. And I have not been good about this. But so we get 7 boost, a 0.6, and a 0.6 again. So we keep going. And typically I will use them up. It depends. This is where there is some disagreements in the community. I'm a person that typically I will go until I'm only getting 0.1 boost per 10 tokens I'm turning in. But other people have told me that it's only best to go till 0.2 or 0.4 because there's something else we can do with our tickets, which I'm going to show you in a second here. Well, once we get this boost. All right, so I'm going to event a little bit more. I'm going to keep going up in the levels, and then when I come back, I'll show you some more tips and tricks. Be right back. Okay, we're back. So I've been eventing a little bit. I wanted to show you one thing. So if we go to our banana guy here, you can see he's offering me a pretty good amount of tickets this time, 65,000 tickets. So this would be one where I might consider using my 2 times ticket boost, right? So it takes 2 boxes when you're turning into banana guy. banana bow, sorry. Uh, so we have to decide if that's worth it to us. And in this case, I think it will be. So I'm going to use my rainbow box here, and we'll get 130,000 tickets, which is kind of nice. Okay. And I wanted to show you this. Oh, we're not quite there yet. One more event, or one more thing here. I want to show you the other thing that we do with our tokens. So you can see my boost, I've been boosting as I've gone, and I'm only getting 0.2 times per 10 tick tokens I'm turning in now, right? So we have to decide if that's worth it for us to continue here. So it's a guaranteed 0.2. We could keep going and fill this bar all the way if we wanted, or would we rather spin this grab? So if we go down to the bottom, we have this fashion forecast lucky token grab. So it's called the lucky token grab. And if we look at it, we have some chance to win some cool things. We can win the rainbow box, the storm box, the energies, or we can win these items down here. So in this case, some sunglasses and a cardigan. But what's nice about these is that 4 times boost. So if we use 20 tokens to spin this grab, we have an opportunity to get that 4 times boost. So it's a bit of a gamble because I think there's a 5% chance of getting these, but we need to decide if we think it's worth it to just get the guaranteed. If I can turn my tokens in right now, get the guaranteed 0.4, or I could take my chance, spin this lucky token grab, and potentially get the 4 times option here. In this case, I'm going to spin it. Let's see what we get. If we get lucky, yay. If not, well, we'll see what happens. Okay, so we got or whatever this one's called. If we open it up, we just got some rain clouds. So not a great start here. But you can get those boosts, and we'll open a couple more as we go here, but I wanted to show you that that's the other spot where we turn in those tokens. If you go to your boost, you scroll down to the bottom, you see this lucky token grab. This is what you want to start doing once you've hit that point where you think that turning our lucky tokens into boosts isn't as helpful. And majority of players will say 0.2 or 0.1. That's the point where we want to say, maybe we switch this up. Some people might disagree, but this is just how I do it. So I'm going to keep eventing a little bit, and I'll come back with some more tips in a second here. Okay, we are back. I have 40 tokens. Let's try our luck one more time at this lucky token boost and see what we get. Because I'm hoping I'm not making the wrong choice here. A battery. So that's not bad. I mean, we're going to need batteries. One more time. Rainbow box, which is pretty nice too. So really comes down to what you think will be more worth it. Running the numbers and talking to players who have done this for years and years, I think it's best to spin the lucky token grab at about 0.2. So I'm going to keep venting, and I will come back in a second again with more. Banana bow finally came through for me. Let's take a look. 130,000. So this is one of those cases where you're going to want to use your rainbow boxes. I've seen this boost or this ticket amount go up to 270. I think it's 250,000. So those are the moments where you want to use your rainbow boxes or whatever that epic 2 times thing is. So I'm going to use it up. We get a big boost, and it's very helpful. So thank you, Banana Bow. I appreciate you this time. I'm also going to spin this. I've got 60 tokens, so let's see. Hopefully you all are good luck. Let's see what we got. Down we go. Hey, okay. So we got our first common, and we got the shades. So there we go. 4 times boost. So I've only spun this, 5 times. So 100, we got more spinning this than we would have if we put it into the boost. So that's something to think about from my experience here. Spin it again. Common, a box, which is nice. And last, okay, common, cloudy suns. So at least we got the one item. See, now we have our 4 times boost in one of our boosts, and we can get up to 4 of these. So 4, 8, 12, 16, right? 16 times is very helpful. And now we're at a 23.8 boost. So I'm going to keep going. You can kind of see we're kind of getting, we're low on items, right? My numbers are dwindling because I had saved up so many. It was so nice. I've been able to click through here. And if we go to here and we click on my items, this is where we can see all the things that we have. I have 72 cloudy suns. Is that 206 lightning? So I'm actually doing a pretty even job. Normally, it's so random, and I have 2 rains, 100,000 lightnings, whatever. Exaggeration, but sometimes that happens where you cannot get one item at all, and people get so angry. You can see the hashtags all the time. The last one I think was this cloud, and it was hashtag where's the clouds? Where are the clouds? People were not happy. So let's let's keep going on the eventing. We're kind of getting close to the end. I will come back to you when something exciting happens, but I'm going to keep going. So as our numbers get lower and lower, we start to see this sad red. Banana Bow wants 42 umbrellas, and I have nothing close to that. So I can't really provide that for him unless I start collecting a little bit more. So this is where you kind of have to make that choice. Do I want to spend my boxes? Is it worth it? Depends on where you're at during the event, right? So I have 4 minutes of my boost left. It might not be worth it. I might use up my batteries and just see what I can get. Because umbrellas seem to be pretty common. They ask for a lot of them, but they're pretty common. So let's try our luck. See, as it's going up, we're getting some good umbrellas here. And I'm just going to keep using up these batteries. 25, let's get to 42. Come on. Come on, game. Okay, there we go. So there we go. So as you collect, right, now I can turn it into them. And I think this might be where I stop eventing for the day. Because I don't want to, like I said before, when that party time boost hits, you don't want, or when it runs out, you do not want to turn anything in because we want that times 30% boost. Very, very helpful. The last thing I want to talk about, and my last tip, I believe it's my last tip, we're going to recap in a second, is to utilize the event shop. So here, if we go to the middle person here, or if we click on the event tab and click on event shop in the middle, these are some things that you can buy if you need more. If you want to spend the gold, you can get some really good stuff, right? 2 whistles. If you use a golden whistle, it's a times 60 boost, times 60% boost, which is huge. And in this case, we get 55 boxes, or regular boxes, 35 rainbow boxes. So that can give you quite the boost in the event. I'm not going to use it in this case, but the one thing I do want to show you is these ones down here for bubbles. So every day we can buy 3 small batteries, which give us 7 energy, 1 large battery, which gives us 15, and 3, in this case, cloud storm boxes. So that, allows us to turn something in without having it, which is kind of nice. So my recommendation, if you're trying to score really high in this event, make sure you're buying these daily. You want to make sure you're using them. You're buying them and using them, right? So that's about it. Let's spin one more time. I guess we get to, hopefully we're lucky and we get one more spin here. Nothing good, just the sun. Okay, well, that's exciting. So there we go. So that's collect in a nutshell here. Let me recap all of the tips that I have. Tip number 1, spin these grabs at the start of the event and make sure you spin this as many times as you're going to before you start turning in collect, because we want to get that boost. Tip number 2, collect your energies every hour. So make sure you're logging in every single hour, coming over here, collecting all of the items, right? We want to make sure that this energy is down here is always on cooldown, because if it's not, we're wasting energy. If it's 15 out of 15, you're not going to get any more energy to use. Just log in every hour, make sure you're getting it. Tip number 3, use the event shop to buy batteries and the boxes. We want to make sure we're spending our bubbles every day to get these items down here. Tip number 4, only event during party time. And you can see the green square. So only when that 30% boost is up, that's the only time we want to be turning in anything to these people over here. And then the last tip, I can't remember what tip I was on, is always double check this eventer, this little guy, Banana Bow in this case. We always want to see what Banana Bow has to offer for us, because sometimes he's got some pretty good deals. And my final tip, which, I'll just sum it up, is make sure you're managing your boosts. Use your tokens wisely. In the very beginning, you want to use those tokens to build this boost bar up as high as you can. But then once you hit that 0.2 boost upgrades, you want to stop. And then we want to start spinning down here. So that's the final tip. And if you follow all these tips, you'll be able to crush it at Collect. One of the most hated events ever. You'll be able to do great. So you can see off of my eventing, I went from 88,000 to rank 3,500 with 1.6 million tickets. And we got some pretty good rewards out of that so far, right? Some pants, some skirt. This is kind of cool, a nice lighter. So yeah, a lot of great rewards. Still some more to go. I wouldn't mind getting some of this stuff too, but kind of hard to hit 5 million. It is doable. I've done it without spending any money before, but you've got to lug in a lot. But if you follow these tips, you got a great head start. So best of luck on Collect. Thanks for tuning in to the Druniverse channel. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.